Hello, welcome to the IEC office here in the Cardiff Municipality. Today is Friday, the 7th day of the National Assembly election nomination day for the aspiring candidates. Today we're supposed to receive the independent candidate. As you all aware, since last Saturday, it was the political parties candidates who are coming to submit their documents to the Independent Electoral Commission. But today we are expecting independent candidate to come and submit their documents to the Independent Electoral Commission. These candidates are coming from various constituencies in the Cardiff Municipality. Badiwal kafale ko bi fanam felale IEC la office to mimbe Cardiff Municipality bidung independent candidate wala nyinta kanana pour kanela kaytol di IEC la nal hakilo bagan kabirin sibiri tambila nomination starta political party la candidate wala kanana jang ke la document solta ka di IEC la but bidung ya kere independent candidate le science candidate do min kanana wala mu Yusufa Jeytati ata Yusufa Jeyta dum bata mun tol wala bundung ka kunda constituency so mbita konoto ngajibe proceeding ning abita nyame.
Yusufa, this is your receipt that you've paid the deposit. And I hope you know the conditions, because if you win, we will return, if you are accepted and then you win, we will return the deposit to you. But if, supposing you are rejected, we will also return the deposit to you. And then if you lose with a certain percentage, the IEC will retain the money. But if you lose with a certain percentage, we will return the money. Back to you. All right, this is the checklist. So you know, I've written your color there, black and white, if you can see, so that you will not forget. It's there, color for independent candidate. It's there. So that's for you. And then the symbol that you have to supply. And your itinerary. That's why I put question mark there. Okay. Now this is the code, campaign ethics. You have signed it, so it's binding. Don't try to break it, all right, or your supporters. And then this is the receipt that I have collected your documents. Now I'm going to put your file somewhere, so if anybody has anything, any objection, they will come. But if there is no objection till 3, and then we verify your supporters and you have 300, we will call you so that tomorrow you come for your acceptance letter. If you have less than 300, we will also call you so that this time we are not going to reject you. We will ask you to add more supporters. Okay? All right. So till then, you are on your own now. Good luck. All right.
I'm Yusufa Jeyte.
Yusufa, you submitted your documents to the Independent Electoral Commission. Are you sure that they're going to accept you?
Of course, they will accept it because I'm sure of myself. I'm sure of it that I will be accepted.
Why are you vying for this position?
Obviously, I've seen that, as a young Gambian, the way the country is moving. Obviously, it needs to be, it's a very big challenge for us. Because right now, as all of us have seen, that what our parliamentarians, the last parliamentarians, we are doing. So it's definitely, we cannot give credit to them. Because everybody in this country nowadays is crying. And then we do not have good laws in this country because everything is going on normal. So meaning that the laws of this country and policies has to be strengthened. So without strengthening the laws of this country, meaning that at the end of the day, we cannot have good policies. And if we do not have good policies, meaning that we don't have good programs. So, and then also at the end of the day, also, you look at the public fund. The public fund in this country, nobody knows, especially you and I. And the people I'm representing, they didn't know exactly, you understand, how our public fund is being used. And then the parliamentarians were here watching. All the difficulties we are now facing is caused by the parliamentarians.
You are accusing the parliamentarians of not doing their duty. What would you do different if you are elected?
I will make sure that the voice of my people is being heard. And then that is the consent of my people. I have to make sure that whatever they are asking for, I make sure that I raise it and when I'm in the House of Parliament. And I will make sure that I address the issues that are really affecting directly with the citizen of this country.
If you are to introduce any bill before the parliament, what bill would it be?
Obviously, it will be a very strict bill. And then the bill that has to be, whatever bills comes to parliament, it has to be something that has to be the return of the Gambian peoples. But at the end of the day, there cannot be anything like what we are saying, you understand? So today what we are seeing, obviously, is very, very shameful.
You still did not answer my question. I said if you are to introduce a bill before the parliament, what would it be?
No, the bill, when it comes, of course, I'll have to look into the interest of my people.
No, I mean a private member's bill.
Then obviously, it has to be something that has to be well scrutinized, and it has to be something that will benefit Gambians, whereby at the end of the day, without the interest of the Gambian people, obviously that bill cannot be introduced, and I cannot.
We have a lot of scandalous allegations, going around with regards to financial manipulation. People are accusing the current government for corruption and covering corrupt officials. What intention do you have to fight corruption in the country?
First of all, the corruption itself, it starts from top. If the ministers were employed by the president, head of the state, meaning that whatever the ministers does, parliamentarian has right to call those ministers to come over and then explain exactly how it goes. And if it goes in a way which doesn't go or match with the rules and regulation of the constitution of this country, obviously the person has to be facing the penalty of that. And obviously that one cannot be lived. And if the ministers will still remain, meaning that if they did not go, the president has to go. Because why? They were appointed by the government, the president, and then the parliamentarians have the responsibility to come over to make sure that each and every minister, whatever budget is given to you, you put it into the proposal that for that particular budget. But without using it on the right way or what you have proposed for, obviously you have to be facing the action of it. Action does have to be taken nowadays drastically for that scandals funds that we have been.
Your response to my question is more of an advice to the president. I mean, if you are elected as a parliamentarian for Bundungakunda constituency,
exactly,
how do you intend to fight corruption in the country?
No, first of all, people have to know their right first. Because if you don't know your right, you cannot able to fight the corruption. First of all, at the end of the day, what the people were paying as a tax in this country, first of all, as a Bundunka people, obviously corruption itself, as far as you were being paid, at the end of the day, you were accepting it at the end of the day. Then when you got in a place like parliament or in ministry position and the corruption has been done, and that for the interest of the people, because this money has to come back to us. And if you did not have the interest of that, meaning that you want to work on personal issues, at the end of the day, corruption, obviously we have to fight for all of us has to come together as a Bunduka people or as a country, and then we see how best we can able to fight that corruption together. Because whatever fund comes, I will make sure that it's something it has been scrutinized, and also has to be obviously follow it up to the latter to make sure that whatever is been given to a particular minister or any other things, corruption has to be zero tolerance in this country.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. J.
You're welcome.
Time and date.
It's your receipt? This one. Leave of absence for 1 year.
I'm a civilian, I can give this sign. I give a gift for the guideline.
You didn't see for told you are a public servant. But yours is private. So that's why I didn't ask for it. But in case, just let me just have
If
it.
you have it, let's have it. It will just support your document.
No, because that's why I asked you about the,
Whether it was a public office or what, and it was a private. If it is a public, then you need 1 year leave. Let's keep it here for the documents.
Just put it there.
Yeah.
You never know who will raise queries, so it's good that we have. You never know who will raise queries, so it's good that we have it. There's a checklist. So I've written the color there, and then those documents that you need to submit. The photo needs to be corrected, so I put it there.
Symbol.
Then symbol, and yeah.
Aside. But come and discuss it with the office so that you are guided on the type and the nature.
We'll tell you because you have 31 polling stations.
Times to
10%, yes. But the design have to be discussed.
So that's the code of campaign ethics. So make sure you, and then this is the receipt. So what we're going to do now is we'll display your documents. We'll display your documents. And then we send this to the lab for verification. So if there is no issue, we'll call you in the evening or tomorrow morning for the acceptance. So in the meantime, yeah, okay, you are good to go. Okay.
All the best.
All the way, continue.
Mr. You submitted your documents to the Independent Electoral Commission. How do you see the process?
Well, the process was fair, indeed. There is nothing that I have to worry about. The way I was welcomed with my delegation, and we were seated, and I made sure that I followed the guideline given and submitted, and everything was fine. There was actually no problem.
Are you sure that your nomination will be accepted by the IEC?
Indeed, by the grace of God, because we fought for it. My team fought for it. I mean, it took us sleepless nights to sit and put this together, and I am 100% sure that inshallah, maybe 1% will be out, but 99% inshallah that it shall be accepted.
Why are you vying for this position?
Competence. It's high time for young people to take responsibility of their nation. When you go around the world, in most countries today, you have young people determined, skillful, talented, and intelligent who believe that their country can do better. And when you look at the political environment here, most politicians you see today, prior to even 2016, more or less are on the verge of retiring. Where are the young people? Where are the intellectuals? So we as young people have to take responsibility of this country. So I came into this race to make sure that I serve my constituency. I contributed. I will contribute to make sure there is change. And I will also see how best I can help young people and the country to move forward.
If elected, what plan do you have for the young people?
A lot, I would say, because they are my priority. A lot is on the line for young people. We have seen young people looking for jobs. All we can do is to make sure that we lobby to have companies or other factories to come within the municipality, establish themselves so young people can work. And there are other avenues also that we can explore to make sure that young people, irrespective of what their educational level is, will be able to have somewhere to work and for a better life. Indeed, I will. If it is based on competence, because I am not a fan of this loud music, this hundreds, thousands of crowd, because politicians are mostly fooled by statistics and crowd. And we have seen that in previous elections in this country. So I think that if it is based on competency, and I know what my constituency wanted, I knew 100% that they were really behind me, because I have lived with them for more than 30 years, and indeed I have contributed a lot within the community and individuals also.
Why didn't you buy under a ticket of a political party?
Well, that is clearly simple. Political parties in this country have been so close. They are hard to recognize young, talented, skillful leaders rising to bring them in, open up and allow them to rise. It is all within their circle. As a result, when you are young, visionary, the leadership skill is in you, you try to go different. So this is why I decided to stand independent.
Mr. Ndiaye, what relationship nga am ak sa waago Talinding?
Talinding ñun ñoo ko sanca. Suma maam moo daan dima kër yi lu ko commencé Bakaw ba Abu Nature Reserve. Abu ko Nature Reserve ñun ñoo ko moom. Waaye nguuru Jawara ñoo ñëw ñu jox leen ko. Ci jamono maam père suma maam la ci jamono ayam Gaba jox ko Jesi Fay. Suma baajan ki suma maam ku jigéen moo nekk di first alcalo indi Gambia. Abu ko moo nekkoon in charge ronam. Maam père Jawara PS Ndiaye ak Gaba jox ko ngoon su jox dañ daan ñëw toog ci ronam fekk mu ngi cuub def taayandaay. So connection bi ma am ak Talinding suma maam ki jur suma yaay kii koñ bi jàkkaarloo marché bi duga moom lañ ko tuddee so Talinding Bajikunda dama fa am cër a Seydou Youssoufa Ndiaye so suma connection ak ñoom cër yi ma jox mag as a sports player also duel naa a lot ak connection suma diggante ñoom so loolu du problème jaaxal elon benn ci wàlli jigéen ñi compagnie contribute naa ci seen advantage su ñëwee ci wàlli youth si contribute naa a lot in the advices and in being part of the decision making body loo xam ne dafa njëriñ ndaw yi te soo xoolee jigéen ak ndaw ñi ñoo amee réew and there are more plans on the way especially for the women to make sure that am na kafoo yi ñoo def nii because I used to work in an institution called credit union yéen ñëpp xam ngeen ko so institution like that foog naa Talinding jigéen ñi kafoo yi suñ leen mobiliser mun nañoo am seen own private credit union boo xam ne di 5 di 10 di 20 daal si nga xam ne mënuñ koo yóbbu ci credit union yu mag yi mun nañ ko suyeeg foofu mu ñu start di raay jigéen ñi dama leen amal plan boo xam ne if I succeeded and I know I will because ñu ngi ci suma gannaaw they will see different in their life.
waaye Mr. Ndiaye soo xoolee Talinding.
mbooloo du tiital nit mbooloo yëpp saa yoo gisee mbooloo rek am na lii waaye ku dëggu ñu olof daf dee wax ne ñu ne boo bëggee xam ñi dëggu da ngaa sori mbooloo lu yàgg soo soree mbooloo mi lu yàgg boo ñëwee di nga gis ñi dëggu parce que dafa am ñoo xam ne dafa am lu leen indi te loolu buñ ko gisee dañoo dem kon dama wutee
200. Then if there's no problem, maybe tomorrow morning we'll call you so that you come for your acceptance. Okay? So in the meantime, good luck. All right. All right. 200. Then if there's no problem, maybe tomorrow morning we'll call you so that you come for your acceptance. Okay? So in the meantime, good luck. All right. All right.
Mr. Sonko, you've submitted your documents to the Independent Electoral Commission. How did the process go?
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Thank God I have submitted all my documents and all the documents are okay unless I have put the national flag there and the IEC, they have an objection to that one. They said that I should remove that one from the logo. I think so far so good. That's the only issue we have as of now.
Are you sure that the IEC will accept your nomination?
I'm 100% sure because all the documents are okay. So obviously I'm 100% confident that they are going to call me tomorrow to give me my acceptance letter.
You are not new to Gambian politics. You've contested in the last parliamentary election and then you were unable to win the seat. Are you hoping that you're going to win this time around?
Alhamdulillah, yes, that's true. But what I can tell to my people is that for this time, inshallah, what we see at the ground, we are hopeful that we are going to be the winners come on the 9th of next month. Inshallah, we are going to win this election.
Why do you think that you are going to win this election?
Yes, because we think that we have worked for the people of Talinding from our elders to the young people in Talinding. And definitely it's the young people of Talinding who approach me. And some of the elders who approach me that they want me to at least to represent them at the National Assembly. So that's why I know that I didn't bring myself. It's my people who choose me to represent them at the National Assembly. And I'm hopeful they are going to vote for me. That inshallah, I'm going to be the victorious, inshallah, come on the 9th.
Social worker, where are you working? Deposit?
Is it 5,000?
Your signatories, your supporters, the three. In the meantime, let me see your asset declaration. Income tax. Income tax clearance, the one from GRA. Code on election campaign ethics, the code. Yeah, that one, yes. Sign this one. You don't have a pen?
Is the code. This will be the second one.
Sample photo or symbol, yeah. Company itinerary.
Okay. Then black.
Omar, your color is black. Just like the man's coat.
Behind you.
Black. No mixture. Black. Okay? I don't want to see any other color. Black. Okay? Yeah, no problem. Yes, if it's black, yes, you can do the writing in white. Otherwise, you cannot use black t-shirt and do black writing. Please don't let the series start laughing at you, please.
Maybe on your flag, the flag can be black,
But
and
the writing can be
maybe
white.
then the color will be what will be put on your drum. That is the essence.
this place can be
Black.
black.
Yeah,
Very
black.
good.
Yes, yes.
Your background, black background.
Yes, yes, exactly.
That's good.
Black, yes.
Yes, everything.
Yes. The coloring will be black. You know, if it is black, you can use white for the writing.
This is 21. Last one was 21.
27. This is 28. Huh? That is 27, the last one. This is 28.
This one should be, it's in 28.
Yes, yes. The last one was 27.
Can you sign date and the other one also you sign and date?
Pen is here.
That's your receipt. Just to show that you have paid the checklist to show that you've submitted almost everything. Current election campaign ethics. This is what will tell you what to do or what not to do. And then this is the receipt that we have received all your nomination documents. So what we're going to do now is these files will be displayed. If there is any objection, we will let you know. If there's no objection, and then you have more than 300 here, we'll call you so that you can come for your acceptance letter tomorrow. Okay? So we are done now. So good luck. All right.
Mr. Colley, you've submitted your documents to IEC. How do you see the process?
Actually, the process is very smooth and then it's very fine. Actually, what we are thinking of now as a Gambia, we want Gambia to embrace peace. Because looking at all the independent candidates, I believe they all converge at the same time. And then we are all celebrating, we are all enjoying like we are all from the same mother and father. This is what we want the Gambia to be.
Why are you vying for this position?
The reason why I'm vying for this position because I believe our nation is now not in our own hands. Our sovereignty is gone. We need the Gambia before the Gambia to be the Gambia who we want it to be. Looking at all the policies, I believe the policies are not in favor of us. The policies are in favor of their own interests. We want a nation that will unite under a policy that we all believe it will be for the interest of all the Gambians. Because I am chosen by the people, and I'm here to stand for the people. Basically, if I go in, I am going to look for policies. We are going to look for bills that will look at our socio-economic development, that will look at health, that will look at infrastructural development. That's why I said in my campaign itinerary, what I am going to fight for now, I am going to advocate for all the members of parliament, especially me in my area, to have my own office where I can meet with my people and then discuss about all the bills that are coming within the parliament.
Okay.
The issue...
Mr. We have another candidate there, so just a question. Are you sure that you're going to win?
That guy has lost already. That guy is totally out because imagine, If you are sent there and then you need to return back the taxpayers' money to the people, that is not happening. If you are giving a constituency allowance, I believe that allowance should go back to the people. Is it happening? I am not sure. Because where I live, Abuko, and then my surrounding, Fajikunda and Latrikunda, those people there live like people who are within the peri-urban settlement in the Gambia. When we are in the anchor of KMC, when it rains, my brother, bet me, when it rains, even 4 to 5 months, people will not live where they are. They will go out. Why? Because of the flood. Are we in the villages? Abuko.
So what will you do to tackle this problem?
Basically, what I will do, as an MP, you cannot go and then bring money. You cannot go and then bring resources. You advocate, you lobby. I am going to lobby to meet maybe with the National Disaster Agency and then meet with stakeholders that are responsible for all those things to be put in place. Basically, that's what an MP should do. But people standing there, I can see other people are saying, other MPs are saying, I will go and then bring money, I will go and then do this, I will bring a hospital. That's not the work of an MP. An MP needs to know why you are sent in there. You are going there to look for bills. You are going there to look for documents, policies. That is not the interest of themselves. Because looking at the anti-corruption bill, how far have they gone with it? Who knows? Because probably it will not suit them. But we need those bills so that all the money, all our things that we need as a nation will surely come back to us. Thank you so much.
First one really from Sarakonaga, sir. My first from Sarakonaga. So your color is black. Black. Complete black. Okay?
You sign here and date it, huh? Sign and date.
This is 29, huh?
29.
Mumudula Minsani.
You say what?
They said you cannot pick your kid. I think maybe you have to call the teacher.
I called the teacher. Okay, let me see. Let me go. Mamadou, so that's the checklist that you've submitted all the documents, okay? and then your color is there, black. Huh? So this is a receipt to show that you've paid the 5,000. So this is the code. This one will tell you what to do during the election, during the campaign, and what not to do. Okay? And then this is receipt to show you that I have what? I have received all your nomination documents. So what we're going to do is we're going to display. So if there is no objection on your candidature, and then we find out that you have more than 300, at least 300 supporters, we will call you tomorrow to come for your acceptance. If it's not enough, we will ask you to go. So the people that you put on the sheet, you go back to them, and then they will sign for you on the proper sheet. Okay? All right. So till then, good luck, all the best.
You've submitted your documents to IEC. How do you see the process?
Yes, journalist, thank you. What's your name, by the way?
Landing.
You are Landing. Thank you very well. I am very happy the way IEC have approached me, and it's a great place. So this is my first time to appear on such a media. I have submitted successfully, and it was a wonderful approach by the IEC.
Are you sure that they are going to accept your nomination?
Quite sure, because I know what is at my papers that I have submitted.
Okay. Are you sure that you're going to win this election?
100% sure that I'm going to win.
Why did you say that?
Because I am on the grassroots with the people.
Why are you vying for this position?
Say it again.
Why are you vying for this position?
Yeah, it's worth it because I have worked for it.
That's your receipt. So this is the checklist. So those things that you need to verify are there, and your color. It's black, cream and black, or black and cream. And then this campaign code of ethics. Okay, this is your receipt. So what we're going to do now, we will put your file down for any scrutiny on it. So if there is any objection, we will inform you. If there is not, no problem. Your supporters also will send them for verification. So if we have less than 300, we will call you. If we have 300 and above, we will, and then there's no objection, we'll call you so that you can come for your acceptance letter. Okay? So in the meantime, yeah, okay. You're good to go. Okay. All right.
Good luck. All the best.
Okay. All right.
Alhamdulillah. We feel great. We thank God. We started this with Bismillah, and today we are here to make sure that we see Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. This is a movement that the youths were anticipating. This is no longer a personal interest. This is no longer an individual that is contesting. This is the sample population of the youths that want to see their country to the next level. So we have decided to stage an intellectual revolution to make sure that we take this country through to where we are anticipating it, because as youths, yes, this ball symbolizes the football and also the youths that are really struggling to make it in this country, the youths that do not want to run away from their country. Some people, use the back way. I have lost some of my friends that I have left to the back way, and they passed away in the process. Some struggle and they escaped. It's not that they want to leave this country. It's just that they don't have a choice. And that is the choice that we are providing. We believe that inshallah Rabbi, together, we will serve as a symbol. We will serve as an inspiration to the youths that we can make it here. That this is our country. The moment we leave it, who will develop it for us? So it is our time to take charge of what runs our affairs.
Are you
And
sure that
today
you're
is
going
the
to
beginning.
Are you sure that you're going to win?
No, it's not about so anymore. It's not about so. This is a sample that you are seeing here. What you are seeing is a sample population of this country. The youths are the majority. And we have not been represented fully. We are not saying that the government is not doing anything. But we know that we are the one that is putting on the shoe. They are not putting it. They don't know what we are going through. So it is high time we get there. Because like I always say, they think that really the youths do not have the technical know-how. We do not have the ideology to take matters into our own hands and run our affairs. I am telling them that, they are wrong. The youths know what they want. And what they want is what we are going to represent. They want employment opportunities. They want to be supported in the football field. They want the business to be given to them so that they can take charge of their affairs. You understand? Our graduates, our students, our youth that are graduating from our institutions are massive. And there is no employment opportunities. What we are saying here is no longer the problem. We are giving the solution. We are saying that we are the solution. Let them bring the opportunities to the youth. Let them bring industries, factories that can process.
All right, thank you so much.
Yes, the problems that we are going to, the solutions that we have for the youth is what we are saying.
Small asset declaration. The one from the GP, eh? Income tax clearance. Current election campaign ethics. Code, there's no, it's not this one. The code. There's two pages that you should sign. Just like this one. Now if you don't see it, you can sign both.
There is a pending.
It's on the same. It's on the same.
Turn the page.
Turn the page.
Yes. Okay.
Sample photo and symbol. What's this?
How do you describe the symbol? Huh? Football. Okay, let him write it behind.
Now, Milo, your color will be black and red. Because already we have three, you are the fourth independent from Serekunda. So we'll give you black and red. Okay? Campaign itinerary.
Yes, that one.
Are you okay? No, you.
No, you are working on it. Okay. You bring it. As soon as you finish with it.
But it should be. No, only 13.
Only 13. From here to Sunday. You should bring it.
It's 31, huh?
31.
Yusufa, that's your receipt. There's a checklist to show the ones that you should still have to bring. And then this is the code on election campaign ethics. There's the receipt that I have received your nomination papers. Now what we're going to do, we will display this. So if there is no objection till around 3, and then you have 300 supporters, I'll call you so that you can come for your acceptance letter. But if anything, if there is objection or you are short, we'll also get back to you. Okay? So that you can make corrections. Huh?
Mr. Savage, can you please tell us why you are vying for this position?
I am vying for this position in order to address the needs and aspirations of the Serekunda constituency people. That's why I want to contest as a candidate in order to be a member of the National Assembly.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
In fact, I don't want to make promises here. In my capacity as Honorable Melo Savage, I believe in divine rights and divine intervention. You may be aware that they don't make honey out of promises. They make honey because they work together. If we work together as Gambians, I know we will achieve our goals and we will develop a better Gambia. That's my concept. And I don't want to go beyond my concept.
All right, thank you so much.
You still need to fill this.
Yes, Canifin there. Yes, Canifin.
Which constituency? administrative area. Check whether he signed. Deposit $5,000. Your supporters, the 300, the people who signed for you. Sworn asset declaration for two.
The prime of Fatou.
Income tax clearance. Code and election campaign ethics. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Sign this one.
Behind
why?
Yes, yes.
Sample symbol of photo. This is big, huh? It's almost...
Even the symbol also. Both of them.
Yeah, the size, the proper size. When you look at the guidelines, the size is there. It's quarter of an A4 size, like this. The quarter. Yeah? Quarter of it. Okay.
Symbol and photo.
The size should not be more than this. It's a little bigger than this.
Your campaign itinerary, you have it? Okay. Your color is black and white. So your background for photo and the wheelbarrow should be black and white. Huh?
And how about the picture? That's the background of your picture should be. It can be a colored picture, but the background should be black and white.
Because you already have an independent candidate for Latikuna, so that one is black only. Yours is black and white. Black, white, black.
You will find time and come to the office and discuss on the photo and the symbol with the officer. He will guide you as to how it should look like.
did.
Listen, I give it to you. I pass it to you. Check in there because since I hope you have not. It's done.
Where's the one? Let me see it. Time. Go and get me more coke. More coke. Ibrahim, that's your receipt. That's a checklist. Now it will show you those documents that are still pending. Sample and photo are subject to correction. And then your color there is black and white. Just two. Then this is campaign code and ethics. And this is receipt. So what we're going to do, we'll display your file here. So if there's no objection, and then you have what? 300 here, we will call you for your acceptance. Anything otherwise, we'll also let you know. If there's an objection or you fall short, we will call you. Okay? We'll tell you exactly what the problem is. Okay? If there's no problem, we'll call you directly. So that tomorrow you can come for your acceptance. All right?
Well, I feel like the process is very comfortable, and then it seems to be very fair, which I really accepted, and then I honor it with a gratitude, and then I feel comfortable with it. My letters are accepted, and then alhamdulillah, I feel like I make all the requirements. And then I'm being told if they scrutinize my documents, if there's no abnormality, tomorrow I will call for my acceptance letters, inshallah. And also, they give me the chance, if there's another abnormality, they will also contact me to do some adjustment, which is...
Why are you vying for this position?
Well, the reason is that like I am 28, and then I feel like I'm strong. I have a muscle, and then I feel like the youth are the burden of the country is on the head of the youth, and then I think that like it is time for us to vie for the position, and then for the interest or for national interest, and then being an independent candidate, I'm also subject to that. I came to also realize that like in the country currently, the situation is that like the tussle is between the political parties, and then the tussle is not between the political parties and the interests of the country. So I stand as independent candidate on behalf of national interests. That's the reason why I'm vying for the position. And also, I also see that like it is time for the youths to held on the public office, because what happened is that like there are certain times these politicians, they came to us as the youths, they use us, I can even say, these political callers. They've been telling us, give us chance to occupy the seat, and then if you occupy the seat, and we come back to you, and then we give you support. For 57 years, they are using us, and then they never came back to do as they wish, as they promised. So I feel like it's time for the youths to occupy the position and then give the chance for themselves.
What plans do you intend to do for the youth when you are elected as their representative?
Well, one of the key plans is that, like, when I assume office, I will also amend a bill, which you know that, like, it's going to be concerning about the development of youth and then empowerment of youth, especially when it comes to sports, education, and then other activities which concerns about the youth, which are it's concerns about their future.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mr. Kujabi, you came to withdraw from the contest. Why do you decided to pull out from the race?
Anyway, my objective was one thing, and that is to ensure that there is an even National Assembly. And that is a National Assembly that will be credible and then balanced. That is, all political parties need a share in it, a seat. So I found out that if I have to contest, I'm depriving the opposition candidates from maybe getting the position. So I've decided to just tell my supporters to at least vote for a political party which I'm withholding at the moment. I don't want to name the party, but I'm willing to tell my voters to vote for that party.
So is it that you don't want the parliament to be full of the ruling party?
Exactly. I don't want it to be monotonous. I don't want to see a rubber stamp National Assembly, definitely. I want to see a National Assembly that has the diverse view of all Gambians, irrespective of political affiliation. And I wanted to see an even National Assembly where all parties are equally represented. This was my objective, anyway.
Don't you think your supporters will be disappointed with your decision?
No. I've already consulted with them. I consulted with them, and I am sure that they will accept what I'm doing. Because this is not the first time I'm contesting. I contested for local government, for Kanifing ward. Unfortunately, I could not make it. So it's the same people who asked me to also contest for the National Assembly. And then when they saw that the race was going to be crowded, they asked me to withdraw so that other parties can be allowed to get in.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kujabi.
You're welcome.
Sworn asset declaration. The one that is, we went to the GP to stamp it for you. No, not that one. Yes, that one. Income tax clearance, the one you got from GRE.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. It's here.
It's here.
Code on election campaign ethics. It's 2 pages. You sign that one at the back. No, not that one. That's the.
Yeah, that other one, the one below. Yes.
Okay. No, let me sign this one. Sign this one.
Signature name and
just like you did
the other one.
Date 11. Sample symbol and photo.
Besides, it's okay, but we have to discuss the design of the symbol.
We have to look at the writings on the symbol. It's just symbol, huh?
Yeah, only symbol.
Only symbol.
You have to remove some of the details, but when you come to the office, they will explain for you.
Campaign itinerary, you have it?
You've done with it?
So your color, we're going to give you black and cream. Cream.
Black and cream.
Because you are the third independent candidate from Talinding. So the one that has black and white. So you will take black and cream.
Black and cream up.
Let us shine and date. Today's date, huh?
Okay, Aliu. That's your receipt for the payment of deposit. That's the checklist. So the only thing you have to do is the symbol. We need to do some correction on the symbol. So this one is your campaign colon ethics. And then this is your receipt to signify that I have received your nomination papers. So what we're going to do now is we will display your papers, and then we try to check for the 300 supporters that we have. So if there is no problem, no objection, we will call you so that you come for your acceptance. If there is any problem also, we will let you know, especially if the supports. Because already we have almost about 5-6 candidates from Talindi. So we will check your submission against theirs. Okay? All right, so we are done now.
I feel comfortable, I feel normal, that I have hope that I'm going to be standing as an independent candidate. Yeah, I feel normal. Okay, actually, I feel how the country is moving is not going well, you understand. Then I stand for the youths and the women to empower them, you know. And so many bills been passed in the National Assembly. That's not normal. Yeah, that's not normal. That's what I can say. Yeah. Yeah, I have many plans, but Allah is the best, you understand. Allah knows what's going to be in the future, but I have a better plans for my youths and the women. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I have 100% confidence. 100% confident. I'm going to knock them out. Yeah, that's really true. Santa yàlla alhamdulillah. Waaw yaakaar waaw moo tax gars yi mun na maa génne ñu ne ma waaw pour ma mun a ma ne moo xam ne gars yi damaa taxaw ñëpp ñu mun a maa support tamit gars dañ gis ne fu mu nekk nii liggéey laa pare dëkk bi nu mooy demee nekku di dem normal waaw am na li ñoo bills yu nekk di pass in the parliament bi nekku di am nga dafa mel ni something like clueless am na lu nga xam ne war nañ koo gën a gëstu dan ñuy nekk di pass bills yu nga xam ne nekkul di ñu jàppale nekkul di ñu yóbbul fenn suñu askan bi sonna nañ askan yi dañ over sonna waaw so loolu lañ bëgg moo tax ma génn si waaw pour mun a nekk foofu noonu bu ma yàlla dugalee foofu noonu ma mun a nekk foofu noonu ma mun a xeex ak suma gox mun a xeex ak suma dëkk tamit pour jàppale am naa plans yu bëri first of all lu nekk suma first plan about health waaw dama ko gëstu bu baax a baax ko suñ yoon yi dañ over bon suñ yoon yi dañ bon te ndox yi dañoo taxaw ndox yi buñ taxawee dañoo am mosquito yu bëri ak mosquito yi suñ bëree malaria rek so suñ xeexee loolu yoon yi taxaw moom yoon yi mun a am yoon yi bu baax yoon yi am bu baax a baax so actually ndox du mën a taxaw te ndox su taxawutee duñ mën a am malaria duñ mën a am yooyu yu bëri so maa ngi promote health tamit waaw.
Mr Sané xam nga luy nekk MP ci biir parlement bi.
xam naa ko bu baax a baax xam naa bu baax a baax lu nekk foofu noonu parce que dañoo seet am na bills yu nga xam ne ñu ngi koo pass so it's not necessary so dañoo seet yu nga xam ne moom lañ société bi gën a niit dëkk bi loolu lañ gën a niit bills yooyu noonu lañ war a focus ñu mun a toppatoo bills yooyu noonu yu nga xam ne amul necessary yooyu dañ ko war a fogoo ñu paas ko si gannaaw.
tey soo doon ñaax ndaw Gambia yi lan ngeen di wax because gis naa ne ndaw nga.
waaw ndaw laa su ma doon ñaax ndaw Gambia ne lu ma leen di wax nag na gars yi génn si ñu takku ñu liggéey parce que liggéey moo ñu mun a yóbbul si kanam suñu liggéeyutee dara du mun ta dem nañ simeeku ñu won ne waaw ñun dañoo taxawal suñu dëkk cause am nga ndaw yi suñu jógutee dëkk bi du mun a dem dëkk bi du mun a dem actually du mun a dem.
Those of you still watching Kerr Fatou, you have all seen the independent candidates submitting their documents to the Independent Electoral Commission. These candidates are from different constituencies within the Kanifing municipality. Badi wala ka fali ko ali independent candidate wala je wala nata yele documents wala di IEC la. Ñing candidate wala di boda different constituency le Kanifing na tundo ñing kanjang. Ala baraka baka la jiber ko ñimala alnal badi mala lande sisa mi muta camera to wala Fatou Sillati.